In a world full of fast conversations, temporary flings, and mixed signals, it's not always easy to tell when someone feels a real connection with you. Words can be confusing, gestures can be misread, and intentions aren't always clear. But when a man genuinely feels something deep, his actions start to speak louder than anything he could say. That's because emotional connection isn't just about attraction, it's about presence, care, and the quiet things that reveal the truth. Unlike surface-level interest, a strong emotional connection is something you feel. It's not based on flattery or performance, but on how he treats you when no one's watching. It shows up in the way he listens, the time he makes for you, the comfort you bring him, and the respect he gives your emotions. It's the way you both can exist together, sometimes with words and sometimes in total silence, and still feel understood. You might find yourself wondering if what you're experiencing is real, especially if he hasn't said it out loud yet. But connection doesn't always come with a dramatic confession. Often it builds slowly and steadily through small, consistent signs. These are the quiet ways a man shows you that you're not just someone he enjoys spending time with. You're someone who matters deeply to him. When a man feels emotionally connected to you, you'll notice it in how he shows up. He won't just be there when things are fun or easy. He'll be there when things are quiet, messy, or complicated. He'll make space for you in his life, not because he has to, but because it feels natural to do so. His attention becomes steady, his support becomes unconditional, and his interest shifts from surface-level attraction to genuine care. This kind of bond can't be faked. It's not about constant texting or grand gestures. It's about how deeply he lets you into his world. You'll see it in how he remembers small things you've said, how he checks in without a reason, how he mirrors your tone or gestures, and how he makes you feel safe without trying too hard. These signs may not always be loud, but they are real. If you've ever felt a sense of peace in his presence, or caught him looking at you like you're the most grounding thing in his day, you've probably already sensed that connection. But to help you be sure, we've put together a list of 15 clear, powerful signs that reveal when a man feels something truly special with you. This isn't about guessing games. This is about reading the signs that come from the heart, steady, sincere, and undeniable. Let's explore what it really looks like when a man doesn't just like you, but feels deeply connected to you in every way that matters. 1. He maintains deep eye contact without awkwardness. When a man feels a strong connection with you, one of the most noticeable signs is the way he looks at you, especially the way he holds eye contact. It's not forced, awkward, or uncomfortable. It feels natural, easy, and steady. When he looks into your eyes, it's not just a glance, it's a moment of presence. His eyes aren't wandering, distracted, or scanning the room. They stay with you because in that moment, you're the only thing he wants to focus on. This kind of eye contact isn't about power or confidence. It's about comfort and emotional closeness. It's his way of staying connected to the conversation, yes, but more than that, to you. When someone feels emotionally safe and drawn to another person, they don't avoid that closeness. Instead, they lean into it. That's what deep eye contact represents. Not just interest, but emotional intimacy. When he maintains that gaze, it often carries unspoken emotions, curiosity, admiration, and a desire to understand you more deeply. It becomes a silent language between you, a space where words aren't needed. He doesn't look away quickly, not because he's trying to impress you, but because he's simply comfortable being seen by you and seeing you in return. That level of openness doesn't happen unless there's a genuine connection forming. In a world where many people avoid vulnerability, true eye contact is rare. So when he holds your gaze, softly and sincerely, it's his heart's quiet way of saying, "I'm here. I see you. I feel something real. It may seem like a small thing, but in moments like these, something deeper is always being exchanged without a single word spoken. 2. Conversations with him flow naturally and effortlessly. When a man feels a strong connection with you, conversations between you begin to feel easy, unforced, and natural. There's no need to overthink what to say, no awkward pauses that feel uncomfortable, and no pressure to constantly impress. Words come freely. Laughter happens without effort, and even moments of silence feel calm rather than tense. You both simply click, and the connection carries the conversation forward. This effortless flow is a sign that he's not just listening, he's genuinely engaged. He wants to know more about you, not because he has to, but because he's emotionally drawn in. The dialogue doesn't feel like a task or an interview. It feels like a rhythm you've both fallen into, one that feels safe and inviting. He talks openly, and he listens with intention. Even casual topics feel meaningful when they're shared in that space. You might notice that time passes quickly when you talk to him. What starts as a quick chat turns into hours without realizing it. That ease of connection doesn't happen with everyone. It's a reflection of emotional alignment, a sign that both of you are relaxed, present, and connected on a deeper level. You don't need to force topics, create drama, or pretend to be someone else. You can just be, and that's enough to keep the conversation alive. When words come easily and silence isn't scary, it shows a bond that's built on comfort and understanding. He's not just talking to fill the air, he's connecting, sharing, and receiving. And when conversations feel this natural, it means something rare and valuable is forming, a connection that's not just enjoyable, but real. 3. He opens up about his fears, past, and dreams. When a man feels a strong connection with you, he begins to open up in ways he doesn't with just anyone. He starts to share the deeper parts of himself, his fears, his past experiences, and the dreams he holds for the future. This level of vulnerability doesn't come easily. It takes trust, emotional safety, and a genuine bond. If he's letting you into this private side of his life, it means he sees you as someone he can be real with. Talking about fears means he's willing to show you his softer, less perfect side. He doesn't feel the need to wear a mask or act like he has everything figured out. He trusts that you won't judge him for the parts of himself that feel uncertain or raw. Opening up about his past shows that he wants you to understand where he comes from, not just the good, but also the struggles, regrets, and lessons that shaped him. This kind of openness is how real, emotional intimacy begins. When he shares his dreams, it's more than just future talk. It means he sees you as someone who might be a part of that journey. His dreams are the parts of his heart that haven't fully bloomed yet, and sharing them is a way of saying, I want you to know where I hope to go. This kind of honesty is never casual. It's a deep sign of trust and emotional investment. A man who opens up like this isn't just making conversation. He's building connection through truth. He's saying, without saying it directly, that your presence makes him feel safe, valued, and understood. And when someone gives you access to their inner world, it's because they feel something real growing between you. 4. He remembers details you barely mentioned. When a man feels a genuine connection with you, he doesn't just hear your words, he absorbs them. Even the smallest things you mention in passing somehow stay with him. Whether it's your favorite snack, a childhood memory, or something you once said during a quiet moment, he remembers it. You might even forget you shared it, but he doesn't. That level of attentiveness is not accidental. It's a clear sign that you've taken up space in his heart and mind. He's not doing it to impress you or keep score. It's natural, effortless, and sincere. When someone truly likes you and feels close to you, the things you say matter more. Your voice becomes something he pays close attention to, and your words, even the small ones, carry weight. That's why he might bring up something seemingly random you said weeks ago, or surprise you with something personal you didn't even think he'd notice. This kind of memory comes from care. It shows he values not just who you are, but how you think and feel. Remembering these little details means he's emotionally present when he's with you. It means he's listening, not just with his ears, but with his heart. And when someone does that, it's because they feel a deepening connection, one that makes every word from you feel worth remembering. 5. He mirrors your gestures, tone, or expressions. When a man feels a strong emotional connection with you, he often begins to mirror your gestures, tone, or expressions without even realizing it. This subtle behavior is not forced or calculated. It's instinctive. It's a reflection of how emotionally in sync he feels with you. The more connected he is, the more naturally his body and voice begin to align with yours. It might be the way he picks up your slang, laughs the same way, or sits in a posture similar to yours during a conversation. This kind of mirroring is a sign that he feels emotionally safe and comfortable around you. His subconscious is signaling closeness by reflecting your behavior back at you. It's something we tend to do with people we genuinely like or admire. It creates a sense of harmony, and in romantic settings, it becomes a quiet way of building deeper intimacy. He may not even notice that he's doing it, but you might. The rhythm of your conversation, the energy between you, and even how you react in certain moments may start to feel naturally aligned. That alignment is a result of emotional presence. It means he's not distracted or guarded. He's fully engaged with you. When someone mirrors you like this, it's a form of silent connection. It doesn't require words, yet it says a lot. It means he feels drawn to you. He's paying close attention, and his heart is quietly syncing with yours. And that kind of connection, even when expressed in these small, unconscious ways, is always rooted in something real. 6. He's emotionally available and present with you. When a man feels a deep connection with you, he becomes emotionally available in a way that feels steady, open, and sincere. He doesn't just show up physically. He shows up with his full presence. He listens without distraction, responds with thoughtfulness, and makes space for your feelings without shutting down or pulling away. You don't have to chase his attention or wonder where you stand, because he gives you his presence freely and willingly. Being emotionally available means he allows himself to be seen, not just in surface-level ways, but in the depth of who he really is. He's willing to talk about how he feels, admit when something affects him, and let you into his emotional world without fear or resistance. He's not closed off, guarded, or emotionally distant. Instead, he offers you honesty and vulnerability, even when it's uncomfortable. His presence isn't just about being there during good times. He stays present when things are tough, awkward, or uncertain. He doesn't avoid difficult conversations. He leans in. That consistency builds trust and creates safety. You feel like you can be fully yourself with him, and that emotional openness flows both ways. When a man shows up like this, emotionally present, grounded, and real, it's because the connection means something to him. He's not trying to control it, rush it, or hide from it. He's simply choosing to be with you, not just in body, but in heart. And that level of presence is one of the clearest signs that he feels something deep and genuine. 7. He feels calm and safe around you. When a man feels a strong connection with you, he begins to experience a sense of calm and emotional safety in your presence. He doesn't feel the need to put on a performance or wear a mask. Around you, he can exhale. The world feels a little less heavy, and he finds himself more at peace just being near you. This comfort doesn't come from physical attraction or surface-level interest. It comes from the emotional bond you're building together. He may not say it out loud, but his actions show it. His body language relaxes, his tone softens, and he opens up without hesitation. He doesn't feel judged or pressured. Instead, he feels understood. That emotional ease is rare, and it only happens when there's a genuine connection, a space where he knows he can be real without being rejected. This feeling of safety also allows him to be vulnerable. He shares more, trusts more, and lets his guard down more than he does with most people. You become his emotional home, a place where he can feel accepted, no matter what he's going through. When a man reaches this level of comfort with you, it's not casual. It means you've become someone who soothes his mind and quiets his heart. Feeling safe is one of the most powerful emotional experiences a man can have in a relationship. And when he feels it with you, it's because he senses something deeper, something real. A calm heart doesn't lie. It knows when it's found the right place to rest. 8. He initiates meaningful conversations, not just small talk. When a man feels a strong connection with you, he naturally starts to move beyond surface-level conversations. He doesn't just ask how your day was or talk about the weather. He wants to dive deeper. He initiates meaningful conversations that explore your thoughts, your past, your beliefs, and your emotions. This shift shows he's not just trying to pass time with you, he's trying to understand you on a deeper level. He asks questions that matter, listens intently to your answers, and remembers what you share. He wants to know what makes you happy, what keeps you up at night, what you've been through, and where you want to go. These conversations aren't forced. They happen naturally because he's curious about your inner world. He values your mind just as much as your presence, and he enjoys hearing how you see life. This kind of dialogue builds emotional intimacy. It creates a connection where you both feel safe to be honest and vulnerable. When a man leads these kinds of conversations, it means he's emotionally invested. He's not afraid to talk about real things, his fears, his goals, his experiences. And he wants to know yours too. He's opening a space where both of you can be fully seen and heard. Initiating deep conversations is a quiet but powerful act of connection. It shows he's not content with shallow bonds. He wants something real. And when he starts looking for meaning in your words, it's a sign he's already found something meaningful in you. 9. He makes time for you no matter how busy he is. When a man feels a strong connection with you, he doesn't let a busy schedule become an excuse for distance. No matter how hectic his day is, he finds ways to make time for you, because you've become a priority, not just an option. It's not about grand gestures or constantly being available. It's about the intention behind his effort. Whether it's a quick message, a call between meetings, or showing up even when he's tired, he consistently makes space for you in his life. This kind of effort isn't performative. It's genuine and consistent. He doesn't wait for the perfect moment or free time to appear. He creates it. Because when someone truly values you, they don't let their responsibilities overshadow their connection with you. They understand that emotional bonds need time, attention, and presence to grow. You'll notice that even when life gets chaotic, you're still part of his rhythm. He keeps you in the loop, communicates openly, and shows you that you matter, even in the middle of a packed schedule. That consistency builds trust and shows emotional maturity. It proves he's not just interested when it's easy. He's invested even when it's inconvenient. When a man makes time for you, despite everything on his plate, it's a reflection of his heart's alignment with yours. He doesn't just say you're important, he shows it. And in a world full of distractions, someone who shows up for you with intention is someone whose feelings are not just growing, they're already real. 10. He checks in on you even without a reason. When a man feels a deep emotional connection with you, he doesn't wait for something to go wrong or for you to reach out first. He checks in on you simply because he cares. These moments aren't prompted by crisis or obligation. They come quietly, casually and sincerely. He might send a message just to ask how your day is going, call without a specific agenda, or reach out to say he was thinking of you. His concern isn't tied to convenience, it's tied to connection. These check-ins are his way of staying close, even when you're apart. It's not about control or formality, it's about emotional presence. He's attuned to your rhythm, and even in silence, he wants to make sure you're okay. Whether it's been a few hours or a full day, he doesn't need a reason to show he's thinking of you. You are the reason. This kind of consistency comes from a place of real care. It shows that he doesn't see communication with you as a task. It's something he wants to do. He reaches out not because something happened, but because you matter. You're a part of his thoughts, and checking on you feels natural, even necessary. When someone checks in just to connect, not out of duty, but from the heart, it reveals a deeper emotional bond. It means your well-being isn't just your concern anymore. It's something he's quietly holding space for too, and that quiet effort says more than words ever could. It says, I'm here and I care, even when there's no reason to say it. 11. He shares things with you before telling anyone else. When a man feels a strong connection with you, you become the first person he wants to share things with, big or small. Whether it's good news, a stressful situation, a personal achievement, or even something random that made him think of you, he reaches out to you before anyone else. This isn't just about keeping you informed. It's about letting you into his world in a way that feels personal and meaningful. Being the first to know means he trusts you deeply. He values your reaction, your thoughts, and your presence in his life. It shows that you're not just another person he talks to. You're the one he wants to talk to. He might tell you about a career decision before sharing it with friends, or open up about something emotional before he's even processed it himself. That kind of openness is rare and rooted in emotional safety. It also reflects how emotionally central you've become to him. You're no longer on the outside of his life. You're inside his inner circle. He sees you as someone who understands him, supports him, and adds meaning to his experiences just by being there to share them. When a man starts confiding in you first, it's not just a habit, it's a choice, and that choice speaks volumes. It means you're more than important, you're essential to how he experiences the world. 13. He enjoys comfortable silence with you. When a man feels a deep emotional connection with you, silence between you no longer feels awkward. It feels peaceful. He doesn't feel pressured to fill every moment with words or noise. Instead, he's content just being near you, even in complete stillness. That kind of silence is rare, and it speaks volumes. It means he feels safe, relaxed, and fully himself in your presence. There's a difference between silence that feels tense and silence that feels calm. When he enjoys the quiet moments with you, whether it's sitting in the car, walking side by side, or simply sharing a room without speaking, it shows that your presence alone brings him a sense of comfort. He doesn't feel the need to entertain or impress. He just wants to exist beside you. This kind of connection goes beyond conversation. It's rooted in trust and emotional closeness. You don't have to constantly do something to be close. Simply being together is enough. That stillness becomes a shared space of understanding, where even without words, you both feel seen and valued. When a man cherishes silence with you, it means the bond is real. It's no longer about filling time, it's about sharing it. And in that quiet, something powerful happens. He feels at home. 14. He looks at you when something funny or important happens. When a man feels a strong emotional connection with you, his instinct is to look at you when something funny, exciting, or meaningful happens. Whether it's a joke in a group, a surprising moment, or a piece of important news, his first reaction is to turn toward you, not out of habit, but because he wants to share the moment with you. It's a small gesture, but it reveals just how deeply you matter to him. That quick glance isn't random. It's his way of silently saying, "Did you see that?" Or, "I want to know what you think." Your reaction has become important to him. He wants to see you smile when something's funny or gauge your thoughts when something serious is said. You've become his emotional reference point, the person whose presence adds meaning to what he's experiencing. This behavior reflects closeness and emotional alignment. Even in social settings with others around, he feels most connected to you. When something stirs him emotionally or catches him off guard, your face is the one he searches for. It's natural, unspoken, and incredibly telling. When someone instinctively turns to you in the moments that matter, big or small, it means your presence is not just comforting, but essential. You're not just part of his world. You're at the center of how he experiences it. 15. He treats your emotions like they're his own. When a man feels a deep emotional connection with you, your feelings become just as important to him as his own. He doesn't dismiss your emotions, ignore your mood, or brush off your concerns. Instead, he listens, responds, and reflects care in a way that shows he truly values your emotional well-being. Whether you're happy, upset, anxious, or excited, he feels it with you, and sometimes even more deeply. He's not just sympathetic, he's empathetic. He puts himself in your place, tries to understand what you're going through, and supports you in ways that feel personal and sincere. Your joy becomes his joy. Your sadness weighs on him too. He doesn't see your emotions as something separate. He experiences them as part of the bond you share. This kind of emotional sensitivity shows a real maturity and connection. It means he's not just there for the good times, he's there for all the times. He wants to help you carry the weight when things are hard, and he celebrates fully when things are good. That emotional presence creates safety, trust, and intimacy. When a man treats your emotions with care, patience, and genuine attention, it's because he's not just falling in love with you, he's fully with you, heart and soul. It's one of the clearest signs that what he feels is not temporary, but truly real.